Okay, this section is M5 Volume 4, Endgame, and the section is the year 2006, and it's, let's see, it's over here, Civil Wars, Simultaneous / Sequential. Wait, one?
Of course, everyone's familiar with the civil war going on in Iraq now between the two rival Muslim camps. This type of religious war has been going on for ages. The last ones of note were Eastern Orthodox versus Muslim in Serbia and Catholic versus Protestant in Northern Ireland. If one researches recent world history, you will locate several religious-based civil wars. It is in the interest of the dark polarity that these types of wars continue, wars of the one-path folly. M5 readers already know that there is no such thing as one path as the only path. They are intentional deceptions to keep the body idiot from discovering what is true. Dark thrives on wars and misery. This has been explored throughout the M5 series. In the United States and other locations, a civil war is raging between sequential and simultaneous paths. Sequentials are behind the anti-choice movements, anti-abortion, anti-gay, anti-non-Christian, etc. The anti-non-Christian depends on which branch of that tree of insanity one may occupy, since each branch claims to have the one path and the ear of fictional Jesus. Sequential pathers hate choice and demand conformity to their positions alone. Simultaneous path issues, which include right to choose issues, as the freedom to be who you are, is the way of the law of allowance. Pro-choice issues include abortion decisions, sexual orientations, belief systems, etc. Do what you want as long as you don't try to force me to do the same. Pro-choicers are content to allow the individual to choose what is right for their lives. Reflect on your own current incarnation. Examine which of your views match the simultaneous pro-choice issues and which match the sequential anti-choice groups. Where you discover anti-choice attitudes, realize that body ID commands are operating. It is neither good nor bad, but it will give you an indication of where you are in your progression. You must be free to be you, even if you are still bound by sequential anti-choice directives. One may say that this conflict has been going on for thousands of years on Earth. For one thing, remember we come from eons on the sequential path. Old habits are hard to break, which is one reason why we are here now. We have accepted that we must break these patterns, experiential loops. However, Endgame introduced alien technology to stir up the divisions, with the goal of a uniform, one-path atmosphere that is found on all sequential planets. With mass electronic media, when an event happens in India, within minutes someone in Mexico can read about it online or hear it on the radio TV. On one hand, this strengthens the sequential path's claws hands in pressuring for a global, one-planet atmosphere. On the other hand, this brings our experiential loops to open consciousness and forces the spirit to either shit or get off the pot. For those who choose to shit, we recognize the loops and break them as best as possible in the current incarnation and graduate. For those who get off the pot, they cling to their body ID and will leave Earth to continue their experiences on the next simultaneous planet. The graduation vibration, the most important of all current game vibrations on Earth, has added a panic mode to the sequential path engineers. In N5 Quest of the Spirit, I wrote how game addicts will be looking for the non-existent loophole to extend the game, even when this galaxy game closes down. The greed they demonstrate with Earth is not so much to try and prevent higher self-graduations, but rather the Earth planetary spirit graduation. They covet the natural resources of the planet, mineral, vegetable and animal, humans as food. They know from past planetary graduations that these will be denied them and they have no idea where the next simultaneous planet is in our galaxy. Hint, it is nowhere near Earth's location. None of the previous simultaneous path planets departed the game quietly. Eventful graduations are part of the game plan. Memorable, monumental events will always stay with your higher self, and going out with a bang is so dramatic. It has an impact on those who desire to remain in the game as well as those who have completed their experiential cycle in third density.